Hi. Hello, cutie patooties. Hello, lovely beans. Greetings. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good hi. Hello, hello, hello. Well, this song is very energetic. I think I'd calm down a little bit. Thank you. Hi. Hello, lovely beans. How are all of the cutiest of patooties doing today? Hello, 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 hello. Happy Thursday, happy bonus stream day, happy Bitcraft update day. Y'all, I'm so excited. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped. I have been waiting for this for like well over a week at this point. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm just so excited. Hi. Let's see. Hi, Soaring. Congratulations on your first. And hi, Sake. Congratulations on third. I mean, technically second, but I guess you redeemed third, so congrats on third. And Soaring, thank you for the Terry stream. Hi, plus. Happy Thursday. Exactly. Happy Thursday. Thank you for the hydrate. Alright, chat, 5 to hydrate, so easy. We're doing some water and now. Hello. Hi, Fubuki. Hi, plus. How's it going? How are you all doing? That first gasp genuinely spooked me. Yeah, sorry. I'm a spooky little guy. It's just my thing, you know. I'm very scary, as you can tell. Oh, congratulations, Star, on being second. Don't quite understand the system at play here, but there we go. Yep, it didn't take long. As soon as it's mentioned that second was left open. But yeah, how are the lovely beans? How are you all doing today? Have you all been having a good day so far? Are you ready for the hypes? Me neither. Plaus doesn't want to take it because Plaus only wants thirds now. Someone skipped the second, yep. No, I think it's because I believe Sake is trying to get to 1 first, 2 seconds, and 3 thirds. And they're currently on 1 first, 2 seconds, and now 2 thirds. So I believe that's their intent at the moment. But yes. Hi. Doing alright? How is it? I'm doing good. I am hyped as all hell. Like, I've been waiting for this update for like basically since we started the road. I've been hoping and praying for the decorative trees to start becoming a thing, and specifically the windswept tree to become a thing. And now it finally is. And today the entire goal of this stream is to do the canopy. Okay? I've had this vision in my mind from the moment we started working on the road for that one kind of cliff edge that's closest to the Meownicipality. I've had this vision in my mind for what that's gonna look like. And now we can actually, like, finally enact that vision. So today, we're gonna be working on that. That's the entire goal today. I already preemptively went out and started trying to gather some tree seeds. I'm planning on getting a few more, we still need to get the fertilizer and stuff set up, but there's a couple more resources we need to do, but like, it is decoration day, again, and I'm so hyped. I do need help from some people to get the fertilizer set up, because, Plaus, I'm assuming you're the one that put the fertilizer project in. It's insanely large. Like it's even with all of my speed buffs, it's like a 5 hours worth of project. So if anybody wants to actually, you know, help with that, that would be solid. Because otherwise we're not going to be able to do it today. So, hehehe. The big projects are great until you desperately need the resource, like, as soon as possible. The problem is, normally I would just be like, okay, then I'll just make my own one. But I also have a big project that I had put in for tier 1 fertilizer the day before yesterday. So 5 people should only take 1 out. Exactly. Well, actually, no, it'll take probably less if you have a better hoe than I do. I still only have a tier 3, like, uncommon, I think. But anyway, let's just swap into the game and get rolling, because we got pretty things to do. We like decor. I know. That's why I'm so surprised you haven't started playing yet, Soaring. There's so much pretty decorationing you can do. So get in here. Also, wasn't my last message less than 24 hours ago? I don't think the wee triggered when you spoke yesterday. So maybe it's 24 hours between it being triggered by first words. I don't know. Actually, no, it would have been more than 24 hours ago, because you came in fairly early yesterday's stream. Oh, no, yeah, your last message was definitely much later. I don't know. I don't know, man. I still don't understand what's going on. All hands on deck? Yep, exactly. Lurks while I lock in on this. Wait, what are you doing, Soaring? What are you playing? What is this chapter? Are you reading something, or are you what's going on? I wanna know the deets before you run away, please. Please. Before you lock in. I wanna know what you're locking in on. Please. Give us the deets. So about that. Have you started playing? Have you started playing yet? Leans in. Leans closer. Are you playing? Are you playing with us? Why are you not playing with us? No. Give us all the deets, please, Sir Soaring, Sir Eclipse. I want to know. All right, let's hop into video game. Boop. There we go. As you can see, I am hoeing away right now because I need this. Freaking 16,000 berries. You just started. Let's go. Ooh, your book. What book are you reading? Oh wait, you're right. You're writing. I saw the other day you were writing. Very excited. I actually wanted to grill you about that. So, yeah. We'll grill you about that later. Anyway, enjoy. Good luck, Soaring. Huh? What? No, don't worry about it. Why? Because I wanna. What did I do? I don't know. I'm just curious. As someone who's really into story writing as well, I want to geek out with you about story writing. So, that's why I want to grill you about it. So I can geek out with you about it. As someone who has like a dozen unfinished stories. So that's what. What you did is you went and were awesome. So yeah. You went and started being awesome. So maybe just, I don't know, don't do that next time. Oh man. This is 5 hours of work. There's 2 epic tier 6 hoes in Jerusalem. I don't think I can use that. No, my farming's 46. Bad. 80k each is not bad though. Yeah, farming is my worst crop, my worst skill. I don't vibe with the passive growing stuff. When the farming rework comes around, I'm sure that I'll end up playing doing a lot more farming. But until yeah. This was always meant to be a placeholder. Cooking rework is, yeah. What we got with the pies was like the first taste of kind of how the direction that they're going to be going with cooking rework. Yeah. Soaring.exe has stopped working from confusion. Don't worry. Don't worry, it's fine. You'll get grilled later. You'll get grilled and you'll enjoy it. So good. Oh no! OBS is kind of shitting itself right now, and I'm not entirely sure why. But there we go. Could get the hoe and then sell it afterwards. Got a nice 66 farming. Nice. You definitely could, yeah. Okay, you're still live, it looks like. Yeah, it only dropped frames for a little bit there. So we're okay. It was struggling, but we're good. Stars vibing. Hi, Soso. Okay, well, in the meantime, I'm gonna continue hating on this character that no one will understand why I like. Why till like 20 chapters in. Perfect. Perfect. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. Oh, Chucky Milk Hug. Oh my god. And tackles. Oh, what a perfect combo. What a perfect combo. How is Zozo doing today? How is Zozo doing? Okay. So. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna roll through. I think we'll yap through the patch first. The patch note stuff first. While my character's like sitting here grinding away anyway. And then we'll continue, cause this dispatch got me excited, very excited. Where can I get you? Show the correct thing, please. Yeah, okay. Let me size it up a little more. Okay. Bada bing. Bada boom. Alright. Cutie patooties. Cutiest patooties. Milk and tacos. Zozo slept in. I need to take apart your computer desk. Oh no. Well, if you slept in, that obviously means you needed it. Still. I hope you had good rest. Good luck with the computer. This patch put in use for. I know! It's so good! Something else to use SAP for has me so excited. We can finally use our excess sap a little bit more so that we're not stocking it up, because we're like well over like 20. 20-something K in our main, like, storage space. And, like, we've also just kind of been tossing away at this point. It's rough. Alright, so, what the buzz? What the buzz? So, first of all, the first thing that's added, which I absolutely fucking adore, is that we're able to now transfer our items. We can use the little transfer button to do things between inventories instead of constantly having to do it through your player inventory. Meaning, if you have a wagon full of cargo that you want to put into a storage item, say like your cache, if you're like filling up your cache to process something, you can now just open your cache, click on your cache, and then click transfer from the inventory, from your wagon, and it'll just put it all into the cache. Instead of having to drag it all across yourself. It's fucking amazing. And we can also now finally choose like the state that our crafting UI is in. So that it'll always stay these are such good quality of life features, man. So you can choose to have it whenever you open up a crafting station that your character, that like it'll have you set in your preferred like crafting state. So say for example you wanted to only show you like stuff that's currently craftable, you can set it so that it does that. It's so good. They said it's better than remembering what it was set to last time. Small disagree, but this is really great. It's kind of... I can kind of agree with them to a certain extent, right? If I change it, I would rather have a preset that it always stays as, because most of the time I want it set to craftable. Right? If we go like, if we hop back to the game for just a second. If I open here and I want to filter to unacquired one time because I want to like look for something very specific that I haven't made yet, I wouldn't want it to constantly stay in that. I would much rather it just stay constantly in craftable. Instead of like you switching once and then you forgetting. I personally do. I actually agree with them. Like just having a set like standard setting for it is nicer. But tastes change, right? Maybe in the future they'll be able to give you the option to do either or. There's also another prospecting. We all love prospecting. I think that's what most people are gonna do. What do you mean? Keep it in craftable? Yeah, exactly. Like, keep it in whatever's currently craftable. And then you only have to swap to unfiltered or uncrafted yet. Or, sorry, to like no filter or unacquired whenever you want to like check something. I think that's personally nicer than locking in whatever you had on last time. Because I know, at least for me personally, and I can imagine quite a few people, will forget that they switched it to unacquired last time, and then the next time that they open their crafting menu, they're gonna be like, where is my stuff? Why is it empty? Hi, old man. What happened? Big craft update. Big craft update. That will happen. Alright, next one is a new prospecting. We have now got auric prospecting, which is only done in tundras, deserts, and peaks. So this is later game prospecting. Which you can use to craft a new ring. Which from what I've heard is kind of insane. They added several new rings which can be crafted with the auric metal. So they're basically like a side to like the argent rings, with the benefit, from what I've understood, if I've understood it correctly, the benefit of these ones is that you will now be able to gain an experience boost and a tool power increase on from wearing that ring, right? So where the Auric gives you where the Argent gives you a chance to crit and get through your crafting faster at the cost of the experience gain, the Auric is going to let you basically grind it for more experience. I thought I saw that it had like a crafting speed decrease to it, but I'm not 100% sure. I can't like confirm that. I'd have to double check with someone that actually knows for certain, but I thought I heard someone saying something along those lines. But basically, you could choose if you want to get crits to get through it faster, or if you want tool power and experience. Yep, we're getting there. Next, they added several new hybrid Argent rings, which can be crafted as direct upgrades of the existing rings. So, basically, I haven't actually looked into what these are yet. But if we go here to game real quick. Here you've got like I've got a Hunter's Argent ring. You can forge the Hunter's Argent ring, Leatherworker Argent ring, and Fisher Argent ring together into a Survivalist's Argent ring, which requires level 45 Masonry and tier 4. As well as you need some leather treatments and more Argent ingots. But then you get basically the combined result of all of them at, I think, a slightly higher... The crit chance is the same between all three. The stamina increase is also the same. But there's a higher crit multiplier. It's not a hybrid, it's an upgrade. It is. It is both a hybrid and an upgrade. Because you're fusing the rings together. It gives the same amount of stamina, the same amount of crit chance, but it gives a slightly higher crit multiplier. And for the Hunter's ring gives you bonus hunting damage is now also increased on the Survivalists. And so you can get this for multiple different Argent rings. Meaning, basically, it's time to start getting a lot of Argent ores. But from what I've understood, this exists for all of them. So I don't know if I can see it on all of them right now. No, I can only see the one that I've already got a ring for. So we need to get the rest of the rings to check them out. But basically, it's an improved version that allows you to do multiple skills at once, meaning you have to swap rings less. So, pretty fucking amazing, right? Next is the new quest, which is the Sailor of the Nine Seas for the new ship. And this thing looks disgusting. Like, amazing disgusting. Keep in mind, you have to be level 80 fishing, 80 sailing. So I hope you're ready to grind the fuck out of sailing. Before we're gonna be able to make use of it. But sorry, I'm trying to... I believe if we go... Let me hop back to the game real quick. We've got, with this quest, we can already look at the... can already look at it. Where are you? Up here. Right. Sailor. Locked. There we go. Sailor of the Nine Seas. So, it's a large boat, a lot of cargo, and as well as a few passengers. Travels faster in the ocean, but slower on rivers and in the swamp. It has 5 passenger seats. So, including the driver, you can have 6 people on this boat. We can basically put the entire claim on this boat. But it has a speed of 15. So for reference, the Clipper has a speed of 18. So it is going to be slower than the Clipper. I think the skiff... Skiff 2 has 22. So it's gonna be slower than like the Skiff and the Clipper, right? But it does get a movement speed boost in the ocean, just like the Clipper does. So it'll probably still be faster at sea than the Skiff will be, I think. Or roughly equivalent. I don't know what the exact speed increase is. But the big thing, it has 30 small item slots and 15 cargo slots with a depth of 75 each. Which is, well, about 50% more, actually more than 50% more than what the Clipper, it's like 70 probably-ish percent more than what the Clipper can carry. And the Skiff, what was the upgraded Skiff? Upgraded Skiff was only 8 times 75. So it's basically double what your upgraded Skiff can carry in terms of cargo. So this ship is insane. Yeah. You can like, this is your cargo ship. This is your hauling. This thing hauls ass. But keep in mind, at a speed of 15 plus a speed reduction in rivers and swamps means you really only want to use this thing at sea. So what you're probably going to end up having is you're going to have people kind of... You're going to need to bring all of your cargo to a spot close to the coast, and that's where you can load it onto the ship. I don't think you're going to be wanting to bring your ship up the rivers or through the swamp, because it's going to be really fucking slow. Like, really fucking slow. That's at least my assumption. At least from what I'm, like, that's the vibe I'm getting from it. Then we got a new quest for the bee mask, which looks really fucking cute. Skiff and ship grind, basically. I could imagine, like, you'd want to have maybe, like, one person use the ship, one person use the skiff if you have to, like, sail it out, and then you could use the skiff to bring the stuff to the ship and then load it over from one person to the other. How deep are the small inventory slots? On the big ship, they're 1 times. They're only 1 times, so it doesn't let you carry a lot of big inventory. So hopefully it'll come with, like, a future upgrade that increases that. Let me double, like. But yeah, currently the item slot depth is 1. But it does have 30 item slots. So it still has more than what the Skiff can carry. And I can't remember how much the Clipper has. All boats are 1 time. Yeah, so far all the boats have been 1 times. To be fair, most small items you can package. So you can turn it into cargo. But it would be nice if you could have one that gets a higher multiplier on small items, at least for fishing, right? Although I think that would probably make more sense for, like, the Clipper or the Skiff to get a multiplier then, because I don't think you're going to use the big cargo ship for fishing. I mean, if you do, go ahead, but, like, yeah. But yeah, anyway, we got the bee mask. It looks really fucking cute. Look at it. Look at it. I think the little antennae, they're so adorable. They're so adorable. And it came from, it was actually based off of a competition that they had, like 3 years ago. They did a community mask design contest, and they based the bee mask off of someone actually made this mask IRL. Brad. So... thank you, Brad. Without Brad, we may never have had this mask. Then, another one that I think's kind of interesting, although I'm not sure that I like how it works currently. I've been fishing into my cart! Throws cart into sea, boat. Fair. I tend to go a bit further out to sea, so my cart can't bring far enough. I use the cart when I'm bait fishing, though. When I'm going for bait, I use the cart. But yeah. There's added a setting to make your character retaliate against mobs which attack you if you're in the middle of gathering or crafting when attacked. Basically, so this was a bit, I didn't quite understand what they meant with this at first, and I don't think it quite carries over correctly to like what's going on. So what it does is when your character, when a mob aggroes to you, so when their name turns red, your character will run up to them and start attacking them and fight them, basically. That's essentially what it is. It doesn't trigger if you're doing something and they attack you, or if you're doing something at the moment that they aggro to you, which is a bit silly. Personally, I'm kind of hoping it becomes actual retaliation. So like when the mob actually attacks your character, they'll stop what they're doing and start fighting back. Right now, I would probably recommend turning that setting off. It is on by default. So here, I'll show the it's right down here. It's right at the top of your general settings, retaliate when attacked. I would say turn this off for now, because it's kind of disruptive to your character, you know, trying to walk around and do things. Haven't dropped the floating cart yet, huh? Not yet, sadly. I believe that they are doing fixes for it, yeah. They're already making adjustments to it because it is very aggressive at the moment. But I'd say maybe for now turn it off. Just to stop it like disrupting your when you're trying to move around. And now Roomba sells party crackers that can be bought for hex coins, open to gain a colored party hat. And there's also a new pink colored hat in addition to all the colors that were previously available during the New Year's event. So party hats are back. Plus a pretty pink one. Now, the thing that I have been the most excited for. Change. Plantable trees change. They've removed the crafts for the potted saplings. The existing ones can still be planted, but they will be making a return in a different form in the future. So we no longer have planted saplings in the system that they were before, but you can still use the ones that were there before. Instead, all trees that had seeds now have decorative versions. So they all work the same way that the plant, like the blossom trees, work. You build them as a decoration, and they can stay forever, and people can't chop them down. People could technically deconstruct them if they're outside of your claim, so keep that in mind. But people won't mistake them for a natural resource and chop them down. And there's not really much value in deconstructing them, so you're pretty safe. So this has been applied to all the trees that gave seeds, plus, and I swear to God, I am going to smooch them on the head for this. They added the fucking windswept tree. Bro, when I tell you the way I begged in the partner chord for the windswept trees to please be added, the way I begged, the cat boy screams. He does. Which is why I want to get this done today, because I immediately want to send Jordan a picture of what he's made possible. Or what they've made possible. I actually don't know what Jordan's pronouns are. But I want to send them a picture of what they've made possible, thanks to adding these windswept trees, which is why I want to get this done today. So if anyone wants to help me with this dang fertilizer, I'd appreciate it. The decorative trees will give forestry experience when they're planted. So you don't have a forestry level requirement to plant them because they're structures, but you will get forestry experience from planting them, which I think is fun. Then you've got maple trees can now be tapped. It's a passive craft which takes sap tap, purchased from Heimlich, and fertilizer, and it gives you 100 sap after 24 hours. This, I believe, is basically a bridge for the people that aren't able to get Actually, sorry. The next thing is added a recipe to craft the potion base out of sap. This in particular, like this the combination of these two, but I think this is for people that aren't able to get honey, right? Last update they added honey, which replaces the chemical catalysts now, so that you can make potion bases out of honey and water buckets, and then you can just make a bunch of potions. It made healing potions a lot cheaper it made all potions a lot cheaper to make and actually worth making. Because no one wanted to use chemical catalysts on potions for the most part, because you wanted to use those for your rerolls. Now you can save them for rerolls. But the downside was that in order to get the honey, the beehives were only in high tier areas. So swamps, sapwoods, jungles, places that are scary, places that are harder for newer players to get to. So I think them making it so that sap can now be used for potions is a great middle step for early on players to be able to make potions cheaply without having to rely on getting honey from somewhere else. The potion bases now all give experience when crafted. Ancient knowledge gives experience when crafted. Both of these didn't give experience to scholars when they were crafting them, which was basically just a bug. How much is the sap tap? So yeah, we can quickly swap back over. The sap tap. Let me run to Rumbach real quick. They are huh? Wait, did I misread? I thought they said it was Roomba. Oh no, it's Heimlich, sorry. I'm stupid. It's Heimlich. I'm so used to Roomba wanting all of our money. There we go. So you do need level 60 forestry to do it, but it's only 50 hex coins. I mean, it makes sense, right? Because you need the level 60 trees in order to do it. So the sap tap seems to be basically if you don't want to go get honey. The thing that I find a bit interesting is that it is 50 and 50 sounds good. Yeah, the thing that I find interesting about it, right, is that for the apiary. What? Sorry, I didn't know this was a thing. You can make a blossoming bee mask pattern out of a smoker, queen bee, honey, and blossoms. We got, oh my god, this is what? What? Okay, sorry, I just found something that I don't think they announced. I didn't see that in the patch notes earlier. Hi, Sokar! Hello. Ooh, nice roll, by the way. But what I was gonna say, the honey, you use a smoker to get just 100 honey. And you don't need to spend fertilizer. The sap tap, from what if what I understood what it says on the patch notes here. From what I read on it's not on the patch notes. No, I know it. The blossoming bee is not on the patch notes. I'm gonna put it in region chat in a second just to shout about. But yeah. This requires sap and fertilizer and the sap tap. So I think it's still cheaper to go for the honey instead. But it's like the blossom mask not being on. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be like a little like surprise. That being said, I'm still gonna shout about it in region chat. Anyway, so they fixed the bug on the potion bases, the ancient knowledge. Campfire kits take more effort to place, but now can be deconstructed to get the campfire kit back. I think this is also really good. Campfires felt kind of pointless. A bit of a waste of resources. Now that you can reuse them, much, much better. At least it's not a single digit, that's true. 66 is pretty good. I figured you knew all about the patch notes today. I saw they added counterattacking with mobs while gathering. They did. I did know about, so for like partners, we know some of the stuff ahead of time, but they don't tell us everything. I mean, I already read the patch notes earlier today, but we're still running through the patch notes now to like inform, because I think it's nice to inform everyone, and anyone that doesn't want to read them. But We know about some stuff ahead of time, like we knew about the decorative trees, but we didn't know about everything, right? But okay, one bright side, it's like yeah, we'll need more blossoms, but to that end, they've increased the drop rate of both blossoms and the blossom tree seeds by around 25%, meaning you should get a decent amount more blossoms and seeds from the blossom trees, which I think is also, this is very good. Now, bug fixes. Dueling works. We can finally beat each other up. They've fixed the hunting strength stat, which was bonus hunting weapon power before. From the gear and other sources, now actually provides a benefit. It was kind of bugged and it didn't really provide a proper benefit before. 15 hunting strength provides about 1 damage with the bow. The Hunter's Argent Ring has been updated to give 30 hunting strength, which means plus 2 damage with the bow. Goat 4 gives 45 hunting strength, which is plus 3 damage. So basically, now you can consistently deal more damage hunting with the things that are supposed to upgrade it. And the Survivor's Ring, so the Fused Argent Ring, gives 45 hunting strength as well, which means plus 3 damage instead of the 30 that the normal Hunter's Argent Ring gives. Fixed an issue with ghost deployables to show under certain conditions. That was like where you get like duplicates of your animals or other deployables kind of just appearing all over the place. Very demonish if you add another 6, that's true. Should I add a chance to get 66.6%? Very low chance. Or 666. Fix an issue with the equipment preset swapping abilities being numbered wrong. This was a small visual bug. If you looked at your equipment presets in the hotbar, equipment preset 1 was set as 0, 2 was set as 1, and 3 was set as 2, so it was a bit confusing. They fixed that. Passive crafting estimated time was funny because it would count them all together. So if you did 20, if you did 20 of one item in the passive crafter, it would show the time estimation as if you were doing 20 back to back, not 20 at the same time. Small visual bug. Still nice that they fixed it. Fix a case where the house transfer warning would say that the transfer would take time when it would actually be instant. That's fair. I haven't seen that, so I don't know the details. Corn! Hi, Corn. Hi, Joe. Corn, thank you so much for the subscription. What the heck is? Just sneaks in here, drops a sub, does not elaborate, leaves. What the fuck? Thank you, Corn. That's super sweet of you. What the heck is? I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy a month of ad reviewing under emotes, lovely. Oh my goodness. What the hex? But yeah, hi Joe. I haven't been able to turn on a computer the gay percent. Makes sense. That's fair. 15% rough. It's okay. We'll build it up. Don't worry, Zazar. We'll build you up. We'll build you up. Fix track on track quest button not updating working correctly after tracking a quest. Not entirely sure. I didn't notice that one. They made it now that the pies show the correct tier. The raw pies showed as tier 3, but they were supposed to be tier 4. Fix an issue which could cause server lag when a complex prospect was attempted. I don't know what this one is. I haven't seen this. But nice. Removed an impossible trade from showing up at Alessi. Again, no idea what this was. I haven't noticed it before, but good. And then the Wagon 2 quest now has the crafting grafted materials correctly listed as an optional step. So, many people had that problem where you made the grafted materials and then the grafted object for Wagon 2 without putting the grafted materials in your inventory. And now you won't have, so like what would end up happening is you made the grafted object, which was the next step after the grafted materials, but because you didn't put the grafted materials in your inventory, it would then require you to make a grafted material again. Now it's actually just an optional step like it was supposed to be, so you won't have to make that extra grafted material anymore. Which is nice. Hi, Corn! I hope you're doing well today, lovely. How's Corn? How's Corn? How goes it? I'm doing good, Joe. I'm super excited. I'm so hyped today. I have been bouncing up the walls about this update for like the last week and a half. Ask Zozo. Let me just take about this desk so I have space to turn on laptop. Okay. Prospecting bug from collision. Hi Rocket, welcome in as well. From collision of, oh, it's the collision with paving. I see. I didn't realize that's what they meant with complex prospect. Okay, that makes sense. Next up, we got new outfits, chat. Look at these. Look at these pretty outfits. They're fucking beautiful. We got suits and we got dresses. I'm not gonna lie, this red dress in particular, I know Lani said it as well, it gives vampire vibes. I'm gonna tell you now already, yes, we are going to host another fashion show with these outfits as your rewards. I just need to get it sorted out first. But if I can, I definitely want to host another one where you can win the outfits. So be prepared. Be prepared. But yes. Rocket 27% game. Oh no. I'm doing well. How are you? I hear you're very excited. I am so excited. I'm glad you're doing well. They're lovely. We've got a decorative feature that's been added to the game that I've been wanting for a long time. A specific kind of decoration that I've been wanting to make, and now it's finally here. So alright. Boop. Hi Pendris. Thank you for 81 boops. You crazy bean. Also Joe, thank you for the hydrate. Corn for the posture check, and Joe again for the stretch. Alright, chat, let's self-care real quick. Drink your water, stretch your muscles, take care of your body. And then we can continue. What? Okay. So we got the pretty new outfits. On top of that, there is the floating lantern pet. You can see here, this is what the pet looks like. It's just a little glowy lantern. He just hovers there around you. Very cute. There's also floating lanterns now that you can get as a decoration. So you can get this exact same little guy to be just around. I think it's a D20 with a lampshade on it, kinda. Not quite, but it could be. It might be. There's secretly, if you can find a way to break open the lantern, you get your D20. It's just hiding in there. But yeah, you can get this as a decoration as well, but it is only in the premium shop. From the people who brought you Pet Rock, the all-new Pet Lantern. Exactly! And there's a Blossom Party hat, which you can see there as well. And then you've got the bundle for some other decorations. This is basically, yeah, you can see it here. There's the little, like, confetti on the floor. There's the little, like, ribbons thing at the back and some balloons. They're little decorations. You can make them out of party supplies. And the party supplies, again, you can buy with premium currency. So it's a bit of a premium decor. I think you only really need it for very specific scenarios, I'd imagine. But it's cute. And then, yeah, they've got a big bundle which has all the outfits, all the shards, all the pet, everything that's come as, like, everything that's come in this update all together in one big bundle. I believe the one thing, let me quickly double check in the partner. This is correct. I know someone said that there was something about the quantities. Where is it? Okay. Oh, there. The large, yeah, okay. So the large bundle here, this one, the 20,000 shards bundle. Oh, sorry, the big party bundle is supposed to have 50 party supplies, not 20. So you can make a lot more of the balloons and confetti and arches. But yeah, basically lots more decor. That is basically everything. Then they do know that tab targeting apparently does not target another player in the duel at the moment, and the hunting strength stat is still shown as bonus hunting weapon power in tooltips. But those are not like super major. But yeah. Those are currently known issues, so there's no need to go out and report them. But yeah, that's basically that's the patch notes. And we're about to have ads. So we just got through it. We're gonna relax, we're gonna chill out. My character is just here for smushing up fertilizer anyway. So take this chance to stand up, stretch, go get a drink, get a snack, take care of yourself, and I'll see you on the other side of the ad break. Okay? Okay. Rocket, Sokar! You've discovered each other in the... Now you're both in the chat together, instead of on opposite sides of the screen. That's capitalism, I know. Unfortunately, the Twitch overlords have so demanded it, and so... Everybody that is not sub, don't worry, I will respond to your messages after the ad breaks pause. But it's okay. We'll try to... There's not anything crazy that's going to be happening while the ad breaks roll, so you'll be safe. I promise. I promise. Capitalism. Capitalism sounds... See, my initial instinct would have gone with catapultism. But now I'm not sure. We must seize the meows of production! We shall become... We shall refuse capitalism. We shall embrace meowminism. Communism. There we go. We do have the Aristocats. This is true. Poor Star just keeps getting the same ad over and over again. Is there an Aristocat among us currently? I don't think so. No. Oh yeah, I wanna put this out here real quick. There you go. The mask pattern. Blossoming bee. It's fucking... Ah! I can't believe that they hit that. I can't believe that they hit that. I'm actually shocked. Bees! Exactly, bees! Right. We can be bees? This is a good thing? Yes. We can be bees. Listen, Mark. Rocket, if I ever manage to convince you to get this game, you gotta join us in the Imperium of Neon. Exact, Rocket. Rocket, listen. All I'm saying, right? All I'm saying is that you could yourself become an Aristocat. Alright? I'm just saying. If you support the Empire, the Imperium of Nyan, you could become an Aristocat of the Imperium of Nyan. I'm just saying. That is an option. Good news, Mark. We can finally be bees. Thank you, Court. I had it sitting in my car, but had a sudden expense. Oh no, that's understandable. But yes. Doing some dungeons and prospecting will... Yeah, the 1000 hex is pretty quick to get. Especially if you start taking part in, like, the dungeons and stuff. The only thing is that you do have to do it through the donations. And not through the, Not through the shrines. That's the one thing. But yeah. It's pretty quick to get. But are Aristocats bees? They are not bees, but the Aristocats have been able to seize the means of bee production. So, we'll definitely let both of you know when I'm able to pick it up. A new challenger approaches. A new challenger approaches. The Aristocats have seized the bees of production. That is correct. See? We got them right here. Seize the bees of beduction. Bees, the bees of bees? Bees! Bees! Just bees. Only bees. You know what? I was gonna say, I have everything for... Let's check it out real quick. Let's check it out. We should have everything we need. I'm gonna grab an extra one because we needed a bee for the other apiary. And then all the other queen bees that we have should be good. No, I don't have enough blossoms. Star, do you have extra blossoms on you that I can use? Oh, I put all of them in the road, right. Star, do you have any extra blossoms I can steal off of you at the moment? Nope. Sad. Alright, well. Sorry, lovelies. We are, I'm collecting my paving back. Collect the paving. We'll bring it back later. You have some, but you're out right now, aren't you, Place? I be, therefore I be. Be! Sokar helped me solve a puzzle yesterday. What was the puzzle? I've been so nice to see my friends finding each other on Twitch. I don't have that feeling on the right, yeah. It's the downside that I have with YouTube, right? I really like it. I multi-stream to YouTube as well. But the main reason I multi-stream to YouTube is because it gives VODs. Like, the YouTube VODs are left in perpetuity. If at some point in the far future I decide, oh, I want to use some clips from one of the stream or something like that, I can go and do that without any, like, worries, right? But in terms of, like, community building and interaction, Twitch is just much, much nicer. Much, much nicer. Okay. And then we need, what was it, 500 honey and a smoker. Go back to 0. Good to take it. Gosh, yep. 500 honey. Alright. Wait, what the heck? Huh? An anonymous gifter has gifted 3 months of tier 1 to Soak? Oh my goodness! What the heck? Thank you, sweet bean, whoever you are. That is very, very kind of you. Sokar, I hope you enjoy 3 months of tier 1. So ad-free viewing and access to the emotes. What the heck? I meow therefore I. I meow therefore I nodders. I agree, Sake. Hi, Sake. I was kitty Sake. Blueprints, image, wordplay puzzle. Photo was of a bunch of eyes, a sign saying actual objective, a bottle with a Genu on it, and a wine glass on top of the word very. By accident I did. I was telling a joke after listening to him think aloud, trying to solve a riddle for so long, and I was like, realize, to make him laugh, but it was the solution. I was gonna say, yeah. That's smart. Look at that. But yes, hi. Thank you guys. Thank you. That's super sweet. I shall accept this tribute. Hey, yo. Corn is here too? I know! The crossover. The Emberlings are being softly assimilated into cat society. I'm sorry. The Imperium assimilates all. The Imperium assimilates all. Alright, we needed one more of those as well. Okay. Who said cats and dogs can't get along? Exactly! I'll have you know. Growing up, I had both a cat and a dog, and they loved each other. It's Blias. Oh my god, the bees are making the mask! Okay. Let me put that bee in there as well so that that's there for later. Okay. Imperium x Emberlings. Emporium! Emporium. There you go. It literally was, the solution is realized because it's real eyes. So he not only said the solution, but also why it was the solution. Yep. Smart. Such a spicy ship! Oh god. Alright, there we go. Let's look. Wait, what? Oh. Okay, it's actually kind of cute though. It's actually really cute. I kind of love it. Look at it. So if you don't want to be a yellow bee, you can be a pink bee. Yeah. Ah. I'm gonna post this in the partner Discord real quick. It's very cute. I like it. The pink bee is adorable. Fairy Tail, yes! I love Fairy Tail is my guilty pleasure anime. I've said this many times on stream. But like all of the bullshit story stuff that Fairy Tail pulls, I would like rake any other anime over the coals for it. But Fairy Tail gets a free pass because it's Fairy Tail. No, finish that thought. Listen, all I'm saying is Urza. So anyway, you must let the spice consume you. Let the spice flow. I finished my bubs. This is a sad day. What are bubs, Corn? I don't think I've heard of bubs before. I don't know how to feel about the pink bee. You mean about them not like putting it in the patch notes? Or just like you don't know if you like the design? My screws are not moving. Your screws aren't screwing. Corn. Praxis is still one of my. Praxis. No. Listen. I'm gonna need. Okay, Rocket. Stop right there. Praxis is not a guilty pleasure ship. Praxis is canon. They were just too coward to say it. Okay? I don't care what you say. Praxis is not a guilty pleasure ship. Praxis is canon. Completely agree. Thank you. Oh, sorry. Let me share the. One smoker, one queen bee, 500 honey, and 100. Awesome. Right. Sorry. There we go. Thank you, Star. Right. Where was I? Mine's Inuyasha. Every episode is craziness. Inuyasha is pretty fun too. I don't feel like Inuyasha makes as many like story faux pas as Fairy Tail does though. Like Fairy Tail pulls a lot of shit out of its ass. But like I love that about it. Fairy Tail, like if you have the rule of cool, you know, in like D&D and stuff like that, and like storytelling, you've got the rule of cool, where sometimes it doesn't need to make sense as long as it's cool. Fairy Tail is just like, Fairy Tail is 99.99% rule of cool. And like 0.001%, actually sticking to its own universal laws. Bubs are these gummies? They look like skulls. Oh, interesting. I had a raspberry and licorice. Okay, you lost me on licorice. I'm sorry. I thought you said Firaxis for a second. Gotta run for now. Okie dokie, Bobcat. What? I tried to say Bobcat and Rocket, and it became Bucket. Okie dokie, Rocket. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you. Take care, lovely bean. And we can gush over Fairy Tail ships another time. Sound good? Good. Before I go, I can confirm Fairy Tail literally writes the book on aspills. Pretty much. Fairy Tail and Bleach both absolutely adore aspills, but I love Fairy Tail for it, and I absolutely like rake Bleach over the coals for it. Yes. They need to come out and not go in. Hey, yo. There you go. That's why you gotta make sure not to screw too tightly. What? Who said that? You're not the first person to call me Bucket. I think you're the third. Oh dear. Oh, take care, Bean. Take care. Take care. I'll try not to call you Bucket again. See, this is why I just call everyone Bean. One, it's a cute nickname. And two, it means that I don't have to mess up your username a million times over. Screws have been smacked into submission. Damn. Alright. So Zozo is very aggressive with her screws. Good to know. Be careful. Be careful out there. I didn't, they just smushed against the table, so it happens. Impact drill to the rescue. Hey, yo. There it begins. Holy! So I just heard from... Okay. So for the people that are interested in mining... What do we do? What level is actually required for Auric? Do I already have Auric prospecting? So Auric prospecting requires level 55 in mining. I just got a message from Darude that the Auric prospecting gives insanely good experience. He's been doing some Auric prospecting today already, and he's been getting on average 400,000 experience per hour from the Auric prospecting. That is insane. That is actually insane. And suddenly the mines call my name. Yup. Suddenly we need to go mining. So Auric prospecting, you can only do this in the high level areas. So Misty Tundra, Snowy Peaks, and the Desert Wasteland. It's supposed to be a very high level thing. And the Auric rings give experience boost. Suddenly I must go to the desert, right? Which one does our... This only gives heat protection. Okay. So I think we're going to the deserts. Either that, or we need to make a lot of warm drinks and go to the tundra. Oh, what? Interesting. Don't know. Okay. The Argent. There we go. They really picked the profession I only use for getting salt. You need to get your heart up. Oh, have you still not gotten the charged? Well, as long as you've done the tier 4 upgrade already, then it'll at least... If you haven't gone to the temple, it's fine. As long as you've upgraded to 4, you at least get the heat protection already, Star. I'm guessing we're all using... Yeah, I think we're all using uncommon tier 3 hose. Good TP to get better ones, but kind of out of money then. But do you want some money to buy a hoe, Klaus? I can lend you some for the hoe if you need. I really picked the profession I only use for getting salt. I have the money to buy the 2. There. I can't use either of... I can't use them because I don't have enough, levels for it. At least your mining's level 72, yeah. But this will actually be a really good one to get levels in. If you want to sell them after, sure. I mean, honestly, a tier 6 epic, that's just a good tool to use, I feel like. If we have other people that are, that want to use them. Like, I'd be willing to pay for one of them. I'm not going to pay for both of them. So, like, if you want to buy one for yourself, I'll pay for the other one. But, yeah. Hi, Ruby! Hello, Ruby! Look, Ruby, there's a new mask. Look. There's a new mask pattern. And there's a new mask that looks like a bee. I haven't got the bee mask yet, but I have got the pattern. Isn't it cute? You can be a little pink bee. You can finally be a worker bee. Here, shall get them. Do you want the money? Yeah. Let me... where is... There we go. Ah! I'm clicking all the wrong things. Wait. Get back to work. Thingy. You said 80k, right? We can finally be bees. Look, Ruby. We can finally be bees. Yush? Alright. There you go. I can always make that money back later. But can you be a kitty bee? Well, technically, yeah. Because this one, the pink one, is a mask pattern. So you could combine it with the cat mask and be a kitty bee. A kit bee! Oh my god, yes. Oh yeah, someone said that they didn't have, that their region stopped at 10 seconds. Okay, anyway. Oh no. I ate too much and forgot to pay my taxes. Ruby, how could you? So stuffed. So stuffed. Oh no, Ruby. Ruby, and after I paid fruit tax. And after I put in so much effort to make a pretty looking fruit tax too. Actually, I'm curious. How does the bee look on... The horn moss doesn't look that good with the bees. Nice, you got your hoe. If you have the... I don't know if Stars got high enough farming, but if Stars got high enough farming, you could give her the other hoe for now. That you can lend it. Oh, you already did. Fair enough. I didn't see. I can't see Star's hoe from this angle. But yeah, if we just leave the extra hoe in the farming chest so that anyone that's farming can like just grab and use it when they need it, then we can have that one as like a shared hoe. The communal hoe. Alright. Sorry, I was typing in chat. Both. Subway footlong and waffle fries. Ooh. Sorry, it was beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. I put a lot of effort into my lemon salmon risotto. Thank you very much. It was a new falafel one. Oh, I've heard people talking about that. We're about halfway done. Monitors packed, arms packed. Just actual desk left. Nice. I think Tally could use it, our dedicated fisher farmer, right? Yeah. If Tally's farming's high enough, we can give it to Tally. I should have bought T6 materials to upgrade my soul. Won't be able to upgrade, still tier 4 hammer. Oh, really? Then spare hammer. Yeah, but it's a common. My common hammer is tier 5. My main hammer is tier 6. My common hammer was upgraded to tier 5 to get my main hammer up to tier 6. But I kind of want that one. I want to see if that hammer can go all the way to tier 10 and stay common. Hamster Queen also. Yeah, exactly. That's why I thought we can also just put it in the farming chest and they can kind of, whichever one needs it can use it. And once we get through this, we roll from there. Tier 10 common is a feat. Exactly. That's my goal. I want to see if I can get it to a tier 10 common. That would be so sick. Oh, speaking of, Ruby, I remembered to add a song to the playlist. The update is it is there were a good few things added in the update, to be fair. Also, we're gonna redo these trees because now, since we can make the decorative versions, I'm gonna chop these ones down and we can actually like mix them up and get a little bit of variety. Just leave a sign, community home must be locked into chest after use. Star, please. And we'll make a little separate chest in the storage house. Yep. Is there a spot here? We can put him right here. We could put a chest because I don't think this is overlap. No. I think we could literally put it. If we put a tier, yeah, you can just put a small, we can put a little rough stone chest right here. Please return hoe to chest after use. Was it that bad? No, it was just funny. It was very funny. I don't think you intended for it to be that funny. But it was a very funny message to send. The chest is labeled community hoe. Exactly. Community hoe storage. Oh my god. Oh dear. I also love that we just have this one random feralith vein in the middle of the fucking farm. Oh yeah, the other thing I wanted to see. No! They did it! Look, they did it! The trees disappear! Also, here you go, Ruby. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I wish I was already doing cooking streams. Because I wish you could have seen me jamming out to this song on repeat while I was cooking the risotto. I wish you could have seen this. Because I was going wild. I was literally... I've learned a new dance trick for when I'm cooking. I can now stir with a wooden spoon, have the wooden spoon be up at the top of like where I'm stirring, do a pirouette, and then catch the spoon, and then continue stirring. That was a skill that I didn't know I had, but I learned that I have when I was listening to this song, because I kept doing it. I was really impressed with myself. That was just the power that this song infused into me. It's so good. So I have to make sure this is in the playlist the first time we do a cooking stream. Someone will have to remind me when it comes around again. It's actually one of my least favorite of the opening songs, but such... Really? I think this might be my favorite. Specifically the chorus. Because just when she does this. Like the lead up, the build up is just like perfect. For me. And then when she gets the... It like fucking... All my dopamine activates. That gets all the dopamine running. Yep. Makes you want to wiggle dance, like, exactly! I still need to add the rest of them, but I can't remember what the openings are called. I kept forgetting to do it. Let me actually look them up real quick. Let's see. Oh. Uru. See if I can find the... Compare the kanji. Yay. I think this is the correct one. I'm gonna put this in the queue, and if it's the correct one, then I'll add it to the playlist. Hello, both season 2 openings are my most favorite. Fair. This is also a very fun song. Catching the Moonlight is just a fun song. I want my clipper for tonight's dungeon run. Oh no, I ran out of food. There's a lot of, like, I think pretty much all the songs for Apothecary Diaries were pretty good so far. So I'm assuming the season 2 ones are going to be good as well, because both the season 1 ones were just chef's kiss. Mwah. Oh, actually, while I'm at it, let me get energy buff. I need more fertilizer. We need this fertilizer for the trees. My voice is, I don't know what that was. Don't ask me. Okay? Because I don't know what that was. That was the last of my sanity just slowly dripping out of my brain. Yeah, they start at 1 AM for us, blast. Horizon broke. Oh. Maybe we'll see if there's enough Europeans in region 7 and 8. Maybe we can get maybe we can see if we can get them to do dungeon runs at a reasonable time for us as well. They do them earlier in the weekend though. I think Saturday? Either Saturday or Sunday, they do them a lot earlier. And then they also do extras on those days. So like 2 loops or 3 loops. I think last Saturday when Star and I both went, we did 3 loops. So that was 10 tier 7 dungeons. That's basically all the money that you just spent on one of those hoes. You could get that all back in that one day. I think we can be done in 35 minutes. Still says 3 hours for me. Obviously, you guys have like twice as much tool power as I do, so yeah, could be. Saturday is much earlier. Yeah, exactly. Saturday is at a reasonable time for us. You can join. Fuck. 1 sec. Sorry, I just had to die for a second. If you join this one over here, Dungeoneer of R7 and R8, you can just join that channel and then you'll see the thingy. Yeah. Your application for death. Oh yeah, here's the other one. This is one of my favorites. Yeah, this is the other season 1 opening. We've only seen season 1. It is also a banger. But it's a very different vibe. I think I prefer Be a Flower more than this one, but I do like this one. What's the channel called? Here. I don't skip them much. No, same. I wouldn't if we weren't doing the anime night with like so many episodes in one go. I would like, if I was watching it on my own, I would not have skipped the openings because we were doing so many episodes in one night just to like cut for time a little bit. Cutting like the 2 minutes out 6 times in a row definitely helps a bit. But yeah. The bright side is, this time, because we've actually got 5 Fridays this month, we actually have 2 choices that we can make. We can either spread it evenly out over all 5. Sorry, no, yes. We can either spread it out evenly over all 5, which I think is what I'm probably gonna aim for, is that we just do 5 episodes a night. Or we can do the same as before, where we do 6 episodes a night, because I will not be there for Friday the 8th, so next week Friday. I'm going to be babysitting, so I probably won't be home. I might be home in time, but I don't know for certain if I'll be home in time for it. There's also no stream Friday the 8th because of that. So there are 2 options for how we can do it. If we want to do just spread it out over all 5 Fridays, then someone else will I'll figure out someone else that can be the take over the controller and do the episodes for that Friday. I'm gonna put this all in the Discord, don't. And otherwise, otherwise we'll skip that one day and then continue on. Same, we try not to. Sometimes if I'm in a rush, we will, but it's rare. I love the openings, endings too much in most. Yeah, I really love the openings. I mean, there's a reason I have a playlist that is just all openings and endings from anime. That is this playlist. I think be sad if you can't join. Or can you still watch while babysitting? No. He's not that young. He's a little gamer, and he absolutely loves, like, he specifically asks his parents if I can be the one to babysit him instead of his, like, grandparents. Or his other family members, because I'll play video games with him. It's so cute. It's fucking adorable. Like, I can't. He's really shy. It's so cute because he's so shy. But like, he'll wanna play a game, but then he's too scared to ask me to play a game with him. And so then I know he wants to ask. I'm like, do you want to do something? And he just kind of like, shakes from side to side and like, kind of awkwardly, like, shyly smiles. I was like, do you want me to play a game with you? And then, like, he just, like, kind of looks at me a little bit and then, like, gives, like, the slightest little nod. It's so cute, bro. It is the most... I want to cry. It's adorable. It's absolutely adorable. Oh god, it sounds like me. I probably would have been the same, to be fair, at that age. I'm a much more social person now than I was back then. But it's so cute. Like, oh. I'm still a bit like that, because taking charge and decisions are my strong suit. Oh yeah, no, but like, he doesn't even like, he struggles to like, he doesn't really like talk. He's too shy to like talk a lot of the time. What do you play? So he's really into Fortnite. So I installed Fortnite to play it with him. And then I also let him play like Minecraft. He like when he so most of the time he'd come here, and so we'd babysit him here at our house. So I'd let him play like Minecraft on my computer, or one time I let him play Temtem because it's basically Pokemon. And then I'd sit there with him and he'd show me the stuff that he's trying to make. It's so cute. Or I'd like take him to like the little like playground nearby and stuff. But it's like, as soon as, like, he's very shy around people he doesn't know as well. So like at the playground, he's okay with playing, and then as soon as like some other kids showed up, he became kind of like, It was so sweet. The poor bean. Bro, all these bangers back to back. Season 4 just started. I can't wait. Actually, I don't think I haven't finished season 3 yet. I need to actually do that. I've been slacking on anime, bro. Someone the other day was talking about Chainsaw Man as well. Actually, no, it wasn't even the other day. It was literally last night. I was in Ping's stream, and Ping was talking about Chainsaw Man, and I was like, fuck. I haven't even started watching Chainsaw Man yet. I need to watch the film, yeah. That's what they were talking about, and then they were like, wait, has anyone seen it? I was like, I haven't watched any of that Chainsaw Man yet. Ah. I find it a bit hard to stomach with the graphicness. That's fair.
Rock that self-care.
Alright. That's loud. Sorry. It's all the good songs today, I know. Thank you for the self-care star. Alright, chat. If I have to hydrate, stretch, so do you. So you better drink some water and stretch your muscles right now. Or else. Right. Stretch. Oh. There we go. That was a nice stretch. Just stretch my arms and that felt too much of my full belly. The round ball that is Ruby. Yep. Oh no, poor Ruby. Oh. Wrong Croft. Oh. Before reloading. Okay. Also remind me of something that happened to my last D&D character. I haven't felt this full in a while. Plice and Coco can vouch for me being constantly hungry after dinner on Wednesdays. Oopsies. Oh dear. We did torture Ruby a bit with the things we put in the Tasty Tavern, as we should. That's what the Tasty Tavern's for. It was full on, and the wine gums were whispering to me from the kitchen cupboard. I'm like, Ruby, we're waiting for you. Come to us, Ruby. Grab the bag. There we go. I'm out on data, so have a good night. Aww! Thank you for dropping by, Necro. Take care, lovely bean. I appreciate you. You haven't heard? Wait, you don't know that? Oh, actually, that's fair. This anime I can understand puts off a lot of people. If you don't like anime that's ecchi, you're probably not gonna like High School of the Dead. It's something else. That being said, if you can look past the overly, like, ecchi nature of it, the anime itself is actually pretty sick. I thought it was because of the zombies. No. It's so there we go. Alright. So many people talking. Okay, there we go. Zombies. Actually, I think I might have heard this part of the song. Lots of Busty, yeah. I've watched Fairy Tail. No. Fairy Tail is much more tame. Fairy Tail is much more tame. So, do you know, I can't remember what that action movie is called, but there's an action movie from like the early 2000s, you know, with the whole like curve the bullet, right? Where you like shoot the bullet and it just like, and it like goes around the corner and stuff like that. So there's a scene in High School of the Dead where one of the characters, there was an action movie, in like early 2000s. I can't remember what it was called right now, but it was one of those like really like typical like shooty action type movies. And one of the things, like the big thing of the whole movie was that like they like swung their gun in a certain way, and when they fired, they would make the bullet, instead of going in a straight line, they could make it like curve around an obstacle. So like there's like someone holding someone in front of them to make sure you don't shoot them, and then you like curve the bullet around the person in the front to hit the person behind that you actually want to hit. It's a really weird, silly action movie. It has absolutely no basis in physics, but that's, you know, action movies, am I right? Anyway, there's a scene in High School of the Dead where one of the characters takes a shot from like a sniper rifle. And then one of the female characters, who has very exaggerated breasts, kinda like bends backwards to dodge the bullet. And then her boobs are swaying up and down around the bullet that like swings between the boobs that sway up and down. That's just a full-on scene in the anime. Yeah. It's... my description cannot quite do it justice. How absolutely insane it is. Very impressive, yes. But like, outside of it being very ecchi, it's very ecchi harem anime. The actual like zombie apocalypse vibes of that series are actually pretty good. Like, it's actually, like, story-wise, outside of all the lewdness, it's actually one of my, like, one of the more enjoyable zombie apocalypse stories that I've experienced. Oh, Guzzler, please, I'm sorry. Guzzler, I promise. I won't. Please, don't do it. I'm begging you. I'm begging you, Guzzler, please. I want to see if it happens to me. Nope, still regenerating. Strange! Okay, we're almost there. I'm on to you. No, please, Guzzler. There's a really cool zombie anime that's pretty recent, but I don't think I can bring myself to watch. Oh, really? I kind of thought like we'd moved on from zombies, because I feel like I don't see much in terms of zombie media anymore, especially after like The Walking Dead just killed the genre. Why is Guzzler acting like Ross from Monsters, Inc? I'm on to you, Wazowski. Guzzler is upset with me and keeps threatening me with November 20th. And I don't know what they're gonna do on November 20th, but I'm terrified. I don't really, but this one popped and really looks really fun, but I can't do zombies. That's fair. What's it called, if you don't mind me asking, Ruby? I don't think I've heard of a recent zombie anime. Can't remember. I'll see if I find out. Yeah, oh god, if not, I can always Google it, probably, to find it. Okay, so what I wanted to check was for the windswept trees, right? I need 20 fertilizer and 10. Okay, we have enough buckets. We definitely have enough fertilizer. I might need to get more seeds, because I think I only got about 50 seeds, so we'd be able to plant 10. Look how big they are. Oh. Bro, this is gonna be glorious. This is gonna be glorious. Zombieland sound good? No, it's not. Zom 100. Bucket List of the Dead? That sounds magnificent. What? That is, it's not small, no. They are not small at all. The other thing, so these are all the trees that we can currently plant. We can do, and this is the thing I love the most, right? You can do both mature versions and the young versions. So if you want to have like a variety of younger and older trees, you can actually like put those around now. And I fucking love it. Like if we want to have like one of these guys chill right here, we could literally just plant him right there. It's, oh, I love it. We can get decorative young birches. We can get mature birches. We can get the dendro trees. So we can actually get little like shrubs now. We can put like a couple of these guys along some walls and stuff as shrubbery. We got the spruces, which I think the spruces are really pretty. The little baby spruce. And the big daddy spruce. And then we've got the pine trees. The pine trees I'm not as big on, personally. But if someone wants to have pine trees somewhere, we can plant the pine trees. I just find the pine trees to look kind of sickly. Can't even 100% remember, but whatever I've seen clips, I think it looks really fun. It does sound fun. In a book that is on the never ever land. But yeah, the first thing we're gonna do is we're getting those windswept trees down. I am so excited for this. So the vision that I've got in mind, I'll explain it again when we get there. But basically, the first part of our road, we've got a cliff. right? The first part of the road that goes like through the what's it called? Through the windswept plains. There we go. There was a big hill right at the start, pretty much. So that first part of the road goes through there and is like carved basically a cliff face. Instead of smoothing that out, what I want to do is on the cliff faces, the parts that's immediately connecting to the road, I want to pillar shape those into the stone pillar shaping, as if it's like almost like a holding wall to hold back, you know, the soil. And then above, I want to plant the windswept trees facing towards the cliff from both sides, so that the tree branches like overlap and create a canopy that then like covers over that entire cliff area, so that we're almost basically creating a tunnel. That's the image I have in my mind. That's the vision that we want to make today. That is the entire reason that I begged for them to add the windswept trees this patch. We might need to get a few more windswept tree seeds, so I might ask if, like, Klaus or Star, if one of you wants to help chop a few more windswept trees just to get us a couple more of the seeds. I would appreciate that. I already preemptively made 40 pots, which should be... I don't think we're gonna need 40 trees, so that should be enough. Never noticed this one. Yeah, these guys, damn, they take a huge amount of... Hard to even see, like, the... 4? Yeah, it's 4 long and alternating hexes and 3 on the back there. 12, 15 little hexes taken up for one tree. It's a big boy. It's gonna be big boy. How many seeds? I'll tell you as soon as I know for certain. Because I've got something like, I think I've got about 50 seeds. So I'll plant the blueprints down and then I'll know. But I definitely know we need more than the 50 seeds that I've got. Sirius's ears are near the speakers on. I keep forgetting to add things to my baguette avatar design. Oh no, Ruby, what's going on? As long as you're getting, like, you need the shirt, you need the little sash, you need the baguette, obviously. The neck. Oh right, yeah, no, Luna has the necktie. Oh, the glasses are so important. No, how could you forget the glasses? I feel like Luna's one just fits you so perfectly. Speaking of anime, I never finished. IQ, yeah, I haven't finished it. I started watching Haikyuu I got super into it, which was rare for me because I don't normally like sports animes. I usually have like no interest in them. I may or may not be doing something special with the baguette. Oh my god. Now I'm excited. A baguette special? We just watched the first episode of season 3, which is new territory for us, as we couldn't get it in English dub. Oh damn. Ooh, that would be rough. That's like, see, I don't have a problem with either English or Japanese dub, but it has to then stay that way. I would not be able to swap either way. It was in Japanese and Spanish for age. Japanese and Spanish. That's a wild combo, but not English? That's so weird. We started on Netflix, and then they took it off or changed it, and Crunchyroll took ages. There. Yeah. I didn't know it was on Netflix. There's one Nier episode that's in Spanish or Italian as well, but not English. But I think it's a recap. Wait, on Netflix? Or on Crunchy? Oh, on Crunchyroll. I don't have Crunchyroll, man. So rude. Fly. Oh, we're so close. I appreciate your services. I'll give you the hose so you can do. Oh, just put it in like the crops chest for now. When you're done. Bro, this was one of those openings. You know openings where you have some openings in anime where you hear it the first time and you just absolutely do not like it. This was one of them for me. I don't know why, but I was so not a fan of this the first time I started hearing this opening. And now I love it. I adore it. Like it's one of my favorite fairy tale openings. Ooh, I'm in the wrong part of the song. When I actually watched it, I was like, okay, this is good. I hated it at the start, yeah. I actually think I skipped this opening for a good part of the series. Of the arc that it was played in. And then after like a few times I came back to it and I was like, actually this song kinda slaps. We're so close! Rebuff. Hey. I love the time just like zipping by. What a bop. What a bop. Okay. Last little bit. Thoughts on Tokyo Ghoul Re? Yay or nay? I always hear such mixed things. I liked it. It was... I liked it because Re returned to the actual, like, manga storyline. The thing I didn't like about it was that they didn't bridge the differences between the way the anime ended and the way the manga ended. So, Tom mentioned about that and see, yeah, exactly. The problem with Re is that if you didn't read the manga of Tokyo Ghoul, you would have no understanding of of how you got to the situation in Re. It would make absolutely no sense. Because it did not line up at all. Whereas, if you read the manga, Re made sense. I wish that they went back to the anime, to season 2, and they gave it Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood treatment. So that, you know, it would make sense what was going on. Personally, I wish that they had done that. I'm gonna quickly sniff that real quick. Okay. Get a quick sniffer. FMA, yeah, exactly. With FMA, they did it really well. Although, and this is a hill I will die on, the one problem I have with FMA Brotherhood is that FMA Brotherhood assumes you watched OG FMA because it skips out on a lot of character introduction and a lot of character building in the early part of the story because they assume that you got that from watching the original Fullmetal Alchemist. And so if you didn't, scenes like Hugh's death are way less impactful if you only watch Brotherhood. Because, like, in Brotherhood, you see Hughes in maybe, like, 3 episodes before his death. In original FMA, you see him for half the season. You have half the season, like 20-ish episodes, to get attached to this man before he gets fucking brutalized. In the most depressing... And especially in Brotherhood... They kind of cram everything with Hughes in like a single episode. In original FMA, his death is 1 episode, and the repercussions is a whole other. Like, it takes a whole like solid like 8 minutes of 1 episode of just like him in that phone booth. It is so good, but it is so rough. We were talking about Tokyo Ghoul, so welcome back, Rocket! We are anime nerdy now right now. I watched the OG anime after Brotherhood and was like, what the heck? Yeah, no, you should never watch OG after Brotherhood, but you should watch it before. I heard the best way to watch is most of FMA and then jump. Yeah, you don't need to see the end of FMA because the end of FMA is where it gets really weird. But like the first half of FMA, or like maybe like even the first 2/3, is... super solid, very like consistent with the manga. And then when it goes over to Brotherhood, they basically assume that you've seen all of that. And so they skip out on a lot of that early stuff. The end of FMA is the poster child for anime outpacing the manga. Exactly. That and Soul Eater, bro. Soul Eater. If you've watched Soul Eater, pain. It's done. It is. If you can put some of the fertilizer away here, please, then I can snatch it up for the project. This is my life. I love Soul Eater. Oh no, I love Soul Eater. However, honestly, I prefer the anime. Really? Did you read the whole manga? Or like OG Soul Eater? When they get to the shit on the moon? I'm sorry. The manga takes precedent in my opinion. It goes so hard. That's where I'm gonna say I respectfully entirely disagree with your statement. Respectfully, you're wrong. What's next? Okay, so we're gonna need a couple materials. So we definitely need more windswept tree seeds. We've only got 48. I'm definitely gonna need more than those. So if you want to get some extra windswept tree seeds, that would be great. I would highly appreciate that. The problem, but yeah, what I was gonna say, the problem I had with Soul Eater, the anime's ending, is so there are things there that are anime only that I do think are pretty cool. Like the whole idea of Maka suddenly like actually having weapon powers is kind of rule of cool. it's kind of rule of cool, but it was so antithesis to everything else that the story was building up, and it never built up to her having weapon powers until all of a sudden she goes unconscious and becomes part weapon and starts fighting. Like, it would just... It felt so, like, ass pull when everything else in Soul Eater felt much more, like, planned out. Did they have the moon in the anime? No, they didn't go... So, the whole final sequence... First of all, there's a whole big build-up after the Kishin... It was called Kishin, right? I think. Is released. And they have, like, this whole, like, world-spanning adventure to, like, deal with the fallout from that. And try and, like, get everything sorted so that they can actually go after him. And beat him. Which I feel like just felt so much better for what was supposed to be like a world-threatening enemy. Whereas in the anime it was kind of pretty quick, and then all of a sudden they're fighting him and suddenly he's done. And then... Spoilers, by the way, for the manga of Soul Eater. But also it's been out for like over a decade now, so if you haven't read it, sorry. The way that they actually beat him isn't just straight up killing him. Instead, they actually fight him on the moon. And first of all, there's a whole additional storyline with oh fuck, what's their name? Krona. There's a whole additional storyline with Krona and how like Krona is fighting with like the entire like situation going on inside of them. Also in the manga, Krona is constantly referred to with like non-gendered pronouns. They never actually have a confirmed gender as like they're never like locked in as a male or a female, whereas in the anime, in both Japanese and in English, they actually do that. Which is just, yeah, complete side note, but anyway. But there's a whole side story about Krona struggling with their situation and constantly, like, on this weird, like, dubious ground between being good and evil. There's a whole bunch of, like, personal character developments for each of them, like, main cast to, like, get their powers up and be able to actually deal with the Kishin. And then... The open bar was ass-pull, but I actually really liked the punch God to death ending. And the whole symbolism that she shattered his worldview by making him scared again. Not that the punch was super powerful, thereby shattering him. Also, I'm a sucker for happy endings, and lots of characters get happier endings in the anime. That's true. So Krona doesn't have the happiest of ending, but Krona does have a much more powerful redemption, in my opinion, through what they do in the manga. In my opinion, right? You're free, obviously, to disagree. But, like, the way that the manga ends it, on the moon, with Krona essentially, like, sacrificing themselves to seal the Kishin away after they've, like, you know, as a sort of quote-unquote redemption for the horrible things that they've done, that stuck with me. I absolutely loved that as a storyline, because the kind of problem that I had was... Especially in the manga, right? In the anime, they dumb it down a little bit more, so Krona's a bit easier to, like, just forgive. But in the manga, Krona does some fucked up shit, you know? And it would feel really forced to just fully forgive them and let them, like, quote-unquote, live a normal life after the shit that they've done. So I kinda like the tougher story that Krona has to go through. But then there's still kind of redemption in like self-sacrifice to save everyone else and like atone for what they've done kind of thing. I don't know. I'm kind of a sucker for that in storylines. Okay. We're here. Hi, Jackal. We might need to like flatten here and there a little bit just to make it work. So, oh, I forgot sticks. Forgot sticks. Oh. Resource. There they are. My favorite characters are Krona and Justin Law, both of whom get a happier ending in the anime, even if less powerful endings. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Manga is dark chocolate, bittersweet, rich flavor. Anime is milk chocolate, simple, sweet. Yeah. I don't know, I guess I'm more of the dark chocolate flavoring, personally. That is also, fair warning. When I do eventually get to the state that I'm able to start drawing the comic that is my storyline, I like the dark chocolate style of storytelling. I have characters for one of my stories. There's a character that's quite literally like my favorite character in the story. They do not survive. So, okay. How does this rotate? Wait, are they always... Now this is interesting. Oh. Interesting. So the tree... The tree has a set direction? Yeah. What? What? Oh, this is gonna make things a little bit more difficult then. Wind only comes from one direction? Not at all times. Wind blows in different directions. Is it... Wait, does it move in the same... And it's going... just for context, in this game, the wind is blowing in the opposite direction of where the wind-swept tree is growing. So... So the wind-swept tree is growing into the wind, not with the wind. I like dark chocolate too, but sometimes I just want... That's fair, that's fair. I think the problem that I had is that Soul Eater... At least for me, Soul Eater always felt like it was gonna be dark chocolate style of storytelling. So when it suddenly swapped out of that, it felt like a little rug pulley to me. I think I need to bring these ones down just one. It does still look good on this side, yeah. I'm just gonna have to see exactly how it turns out, because the initial idea that I had was that there were trees on this side and on this side, both going and pointing in either direction to create like a full-on like wall, a full-on like canopy roof above the road. I think it's still very doable like this though. What's interesting is that it seems to be dependent on which tile they're on as well. Well, I'm curious if the same applies outside of... I want to quickly test this now. Yeah. So it does turn a little bit depending on like the soil or like the location. But the trees have like a set orientation, which is... Depending how good this looks though, I am gonna say I might want to like extend this cliff a little bit further. If this ends up looking as good as I'm hoping it does. In other words, more terraforming, yay! Actually, I think this... Fine. This one might need to go down later, but let's see. Oh, one's really... One goes there. No! Needs to be under a claim to be built? No! Oh, you're kidding me. Are the other trees the same? Are they all... Oh, no! Oh, no! Okay. Only the blossom is not... Oh, no. No, I'm sobbing. I'm asking in the partner Discord if this is intentional. I'm sobbing my entire plan! No! Crying, screaming. Obviously the tree sweep is the win. The aesthetics, world setting, etc. is all very dark chocolate. It's literally all revolving around. Exactly! Lol. Gotta look for now. Have a great stream. Okie dokie, Rocket. Thank you for dropping by and hanging out, lovely. I appreciate you. Take care. And thank you for the lurk. I'm sobbing. I am sobbing right now. How many seeds do we need? Well, I can't place them, so I guess none. Oh dear. We can't, yeah. If I try to plant the tree... Needs to be under a claim to be built. It needs to be within a claim. So I can't place the blueprints, and we can't build the trees. I just want to check if this is intentional or not. They're responding right now, so they're typing out a response right now. Once I know for certain whether or not it's intentional, we'll go from there. And if it is, we cry. If it is intentional, then it's subbing. Might as well gather. Yeah, we still need a bunch of tier 2 flowers, so at least, if nothing else, we can still put the blossom trees down here. Like this. Lappy's functional, I drop trees. Zozo. I can't plant the trees outside of a claim. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. Oh, what? Did stream die? It's fine for me. It's fine for me. At least stream is working? Is it break? What? What do you mean? Huh? What the fuck? Okay, you know what? I'll stop this Twitch stream for a second and restart it. It's all of Twitch? Oh, is it all of Twitch? Oh shit, 1 second. Okay. Is Twitch just shitting itself? I see. It doesn't look like it is. The channels I'm watching look fine. Huh. How's it now? Hello? What the fuck? I'm so confused. Huh? I'm so confused. Oh. What the fuck? I just... Wee wee wee. Hi, Plus. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why... Okay, wait. There we go. So... Hi, Yeroon. Sorry, 1 second. I'm trying to figure out what's... Okay. So, yeah, at least the YouTube side is working. I'm also noticing that on the Twitch side, if you're subscribed, you can watch, like, the VOD as it's forming, right? If you rewind and don't watch live, you see the video. It's only the actual live that's broken. It's music. Stop for a second. Hi, Yeroon. I see that you're having technical issues, so I thought I'd say hi on the side. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah. I'm not entirely sure what's happening. I closed Bitcraft for a second to try and see if I could figure it out, but like... Yeah, watching it as not live. It's not you. No, that's fair. It is something Twitch is doing. But it feels really weird. I don't know how I like this. I don't know how I feel about this. It feels icky. At least the YouTube chat should be showing up, so... Yeah, at least I've got it so YouTube chat shows up on stream. No, you Twitch. Yeah, but it still feels stinky. I don't like it. It's very stinky. And I'm not sure why it is. Oh, there's our in-game music sound. A lot lower. Up a bit. I don't have the music on YouTube's side. I don't know my gay today. I should actually set it up so that the bot works on both sides. I just need to get a connected on YouTube. The chat should still work, yeah. Everything should still work on Twitch side. Just for some reason, the stream doesn't want to work. Which is annoying. Yeah, go do the score and report back. It'll show up on the chat on the screen at least. Yeah, so everything should be working. It's just... Why is the stream not working? That's the part I don't understand. Like, I get that it's something on Twitch's side, but... Oh. No, wait, it's social. I don't know what Twitch has done to make... okay. It's... yeah. Alright, this feels weird. A 62, nice, Ruby. And an 81 for you, too. Alright. Just got home, baking ran late, so I'm starving. Oh no, have you not eaten yet? Probably not. Hmm. Why? I wonder if it's like specifically... if it's like other Dutch streams that have the same problem. It is! Okay, okay, wait a second. I pulled up another Dutch stream that had the same problem. This one seems to be fine. So it looks like maybe there's something... One Dutch stream that I follow is doing fine. Yeah. Yeah, I found one that seemed to be having the same problem, but now the other ones that I'm clicking on don't seem to be having this. Or I'm not sure. It could be a specific server potentially. I don't know. Looks like an Italy streamer too. Okay, so there are other European streamers that are having the same problem. As long as I'm not the only person that's got this problem, that's fine then. Because that means at least the Twitch isn't angry with me for some reason. We'll just have to say wee 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 to ourselves for the rest of the day. I mean, in theory, right, you could still have Twitch chat open and use everything on Twitch side and just have to like watch or listen through YouTube. If you pop out like Twitch chat into a little pop-out window, then you can still use redeems and stuff like that. So you'd still be able to wee wee wee. Wonder if it would still play. Yeah. No, everything is still Yeah. It seems to be that everything's functioning. It's just the actual outgoing part of the stream. So the bot's fine, the chat's fine. Only the stream is fucked. Which is a little bit annoying. Because it's killing my everything. Oh, hi. You just spawned there.
Meow.
Meow. Yeah, so you can still do all of the redeems, you can still do all of the commands, you can do basically everything besides actually using the stream. Actually watching the stream on Twitch's side. This feels weird. I also only have YouTube chat showing on my phone because normally there's not much happening on there, so now I have to look at my phone to actually keep track of the messages. Forgot it was an OBS thing. Yeah, no, all of the sound effects and stuff are run through my streamer bot. And that one's at least still connected. And like, this is so weird. I wonder what's going on. Okay, so I did get a response back. It is intentional that these can't be planted off claim. At least for now. So rip. RIP. R.I.P. to the pretty tree. We'll have to figure something else out for now. We can still do it with the cherry blossoms. So the original idea that I had would be the windswept would create like a canopy over the top here, where my mouse is, and then we'd have the cherry blossoms on the bottom side here to like balance it out. Without that, I'm gonna have to figure something else out. I do think I still want to do at least the pillar shaping with the cherry blossoms. And we'll just figure out where we go from there. So I guess... Thank you for the hydrate, players. This feels weird. This feels so weird and stinky. Also, you wouldn't, like, now you can't hear the music either. Because, you know, YouTube does not like it. So it's musicless on that end. But, like, this feels, yeah. Everything just feels really weird now. Huh. Okay. Well, I guess we just kind of continue weird here. Sounds like you're enemies with trees. Unchoppable, the air feels sticky. Huh? Huh? Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a little... I mean, we can still at least do the cherry blossoms along this. So, the things we can still do... So the original idea that I had, right, was to have this, the stone pillar shaping, along the wall here. So that would give almost like a, like a barrier to like hold back the ground. And then there would be the cherry blossoms planted alongside it here. And then there would be the big windswept trees on this side, like all arching over the top. Because like from this angle, if I can see what he would have looked like. It would have been like that. Now just imagine a bunch of that. Kind of all along here. Like all along here, a bunch of those over the top. Would have created like a little roof. We can still do it with the cherry trees at least. So... we can still do these boys like here. Just one back from the road like this, yeah. I think like that. And then just bloop, bloop, bloop along. We use the same materials for the most part, so we might as well at least do that. Okay. I need to go get like the tier 3 trunks then, and I can put the buckets back. Alright. Man, this feels weird. I bet my stream summary is gonna give me a really weird, like, infographic at the end of the stream as well. As a result. The weird thing is that it's only the live version. Okay, can someone also double check? But I'm pretty sure, like, if you look at the, if you go onto the VOD, right, of today's stream, because you can go onto the VOD while it's still live, that you should be able to watch up to like a minute before what's live. Completely fine. It's only the actual live stream itself that for some reason is not showing up. The blossoms are very pretty. This is true. Just realized a problem with this is that I can't actually see the full chat properly. But yeah, the blossoms are pretty wide too, so they should still give a decent coverage. Alright, they are. Oh. Lars, did you process all the trunks that I put in here? Did you process the trunks that I put in here? Skipping to live? Yeah, skipping to live doesn't work, but everything before live you can see. Well, I guess we're chopping more tier 3 trees. Yeah, I need the tier 3 trunks specifically to plant. Blossom trees require tier 3 trunks. Specifically. It's okay, I can chop a few new ones. I can chop a new one here. Nah, it's okay, don't cancel it. I can get a new one from here. Would only cost us 1 trunk. That's fair. But I mean, I'm getting these ones pretty quickly. So we'll just smush these ones in. Don't worry, don't worry. Oh yeah. Let's check what the recipe is for you into potion bases now. 50 tree sap to 10 chemical base. You know what? That's not bad. 50 tree sap is equivalent to 10 honey. That's pretty equivalent, actually. You got 81 trunks on you? Perfect. How many trunks do you need? I need 10 trunks per tree. So... a lot. You put some back? Oh, okay. Fair. In that case, I'll swap over. Logging on. Thank you. I appreciate your support. But yeah, Plies just drop them back in, so we should be okay. Yeah. I'll grab a... If I do 2 times 75, that should be more than enough for now. There's a lot of them in... Yeah, I just grabbed them. And Star also has some extra on her, so... I'm gonna go start putting the blueprints down. Now you could just toss them into the blueprint if you have them. Why are you so much faster than me? Oh, you sprinting? Oh, okay, we need to clear these guys. These guys might be in the way. Alright, let's see. Plus 3. I think if we put them... not put them right here. We could put them right here, or we could put them one back. I think with one back, they're gonna be much more in the ground, so maybe like this. Do you mind clearing the thingy over here, Star? Sky? I think like this for now. Clear what? Sorry, the these jutes over here. Just the one. Well, actually, all of them probably will want to be cleared eventually, but for now we should be okay. Because I want to put some blossoms, like thingies down. Okay, that's that. You left the trunks on the floor? Fair, fair, fair. Oh good, oh good. I'll pick those up in a sec. Put you up there. Okay. Why can I not just add all? Can I not add all because there was already some stuff in there? Or... Huh, interesting. I also can't build while I'm in my car. What? Get the least. So at least we're getting something done. And then we're gonna need to go get more blossoms. Yep. Oh, it's gonna look so pretty with the lantern light. Now they actually disappear. Oh, beautiful. Let's see how. Oh, did somebody? Yeah. Lamps look weird in the middle with the blossoms here. You think so? I kind of like it. Like I kind of vibe with this, personally. Do we have other differing opinions? What other thoughts? What other thoughts? I'm digging this. I've turned them mostly away because they do the blossom trees lean a little bit, so I've leaned them all mostly away from the center, so there is still a little bit of open space. There are a lot of them in there now. Oh wait, no, that was the logs. Never mind. Oh, this feels weird, man. Stagger the lamps on the side. We can't move the lamp, Star. You have to deconstruct, which means you don't get everything back. Also, if we stagger the lamps, we're gonna have to put them closer together. Because their radius is only 8. And you can't orient them so that they face the same way as the road. So, when it comes to the lamps, if you look here, you can't orient them to match with the road unless they're in the middle. They can go like this. But you either have them like this, where one of the lamps is just lining into the nothingness, or you have them like this, where they're on a diagonal in relation to the road. But they won't actually ever align with the road. That's the reason I put them in the middle in the first place. If we had ideally, I would have wanted to have like something like these ones, the one-sided lamps, because then we could have just put one on each side, like each time. But it doesn't let you do that with how these ones are. Okay. I think it looks alright. Let's clear you out real quick. I think we can put them one more out over here. I think we can always adjust it later. So if we get to tier 6, when you get to tier 6, you can get just a one-sided, a singular middle lamp. The only problem with that, again, is that it still has this line on the side. So it still doesn't work quite very well with diagonal roads like this. I kind of wish there was just a version where they didn't have any, like, horizontal aspect to them, so that it would line up with the side of a road like this. Like, if you gave me this lamp, but without that little, like, metal line in the middle, you could literally orient it anywhere and it would fit. But, like, having it on a diagonal like this looks weird. Having it like this also still kind of looks weird. Yeah. Is Twitch still borked? Still borked. This is annoying. I don't understand why it's borked. Well, what I might just do then... I wasn't planning to end yet, but I think I'm just gonna end it here now, since Twitch is being really weird. What I'll probably do is maybe just continue in on the Discord side. Maybe we'll just go over to Discord and vibe in there for a bit, if anyone just wants to hang in Discord and yap. End game. But yeah, this is otherwise, like, it's being rude. So yeah. I'm gonna just call the stream here then. Thank you, Beans, for hanging out. I guess we can't raid out because Twitch is also not counting anyone as actually being in chat. So, yeah. I will, I'm just gonna swap over to here. Thank you for hanging out, Beans. I appreciate you. I'm sorry Twitch was being weird. Hopefully it will fix itself before tomorrow, and then everything will be fine again. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate you. Stinky, very stinky. Yeah. Love yous lots. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you. Thank you guys also for jumping onto the YouTube side just so we could still talk, even though the stream experience via YouTube's not as nice as Twitch. But yeah. I appreciate you. Have a good night. Hopefully see you tomorrow for an art stream, and hopefully it won't all be broken. Okay, love you. Bye.